Hi everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs, and today's video is for something completely new and different that I have been making. I have been doing these little pin badge buttons. They are so fun to do. Now you do need a badge maker or a pin maker. We are making makers, memory makers. We Are has one. You can find a bunch of different ones. I ordered one off of Amazon. This is what mine looks like. I don't know if I can even get it in there to show you, but I will put a link down for it. And the one that I bought makes buttons in 3 sizes. So some of them you can buy that just make the 1 size, but I bought one that makes the 3 different sizes. And so all of the patterns that you will get will make the 3 different sizes. So we have the larger one. These are 2.5. We have the medium size. So this particular file has 5 of the medium size, and these are an inch and a quarter, I believe. And then it has the smaller sizes, which are 1 inch. And so you will get all of these files or all of these images on one file. And this is what it looks like when it prints out. I will show this again later in the video, but it will have all of the pieces. I have made these so that you can resize them if your machine or your button press only makes the 1 size. And we're going to hop over to the computer here in just a minute, and I will show you how to do that. The other thing that I've made with these is little cards so that you can package these up and give them as a gift or sell them at your boutique, your craft show, whatever. And each file has 3 card sizes. The files with the cards are sold separately. They are not included with the pins. But these are also print and cut files. They will come so that you can cut them out using your Cricut, your Silhouette, or there's a PNG so that you can cut them by hand, or if you have a circle punch, you can do that. The machine that I bought actually came with some cutters that you could cut them out of the different sizes. So lots and lots of options for these. They are so fun. I've done them in birthday. I did some Valentine ones. I'm working on some that are gardening and some Easter ones and some spring ones right now. So those should be out here pretty soon. But let's jump over to the computer and I will show you how to get this set up regardless of whatever software you're using. And then we will go ahead and come back to this camera and assemble them. Okay, we are at the computer, and the first thing I want to show you is if you wanted to cut these by hand with either scissors or a paper punch, round paper punch, or if your cutting machine comes with a little cutter, this is the file that you would use. So you're going to come up to wherever you've saved your files. It's the St. Patrick's Day button badge set, and you want to find the PDF file. So I'm going to click on that folder. Click on the folder to select it, and then when it opens up there is a PDF in there. So I'm going to click on that PDF and it should just open up right onto your screen, and then you would go ahead and hit your print button and follow the instructions to go ahead and print that on a letter size paper. You want to make sure that it's saying portrait size, and that when you go to more settings, it's fit to printable area. Sorry, that it is the actual size. You want to print it at the actual size. So come down to your settings, make sure that it's portrait, letter size, and actual size, and then go ahead and print it. And when you print it, you will get these black circles around it. So you can either cut those by hand, cut them with a paper punch, or cut them with a circle cutter that comes with your machine, if your machine has one. Okay, so if you are in Silhouette and you want to cut these, there's a couple of ways to do it. If you purchase it from the Silhouette store, it's going to open up just normal like it should. I will go ahead and show you that really quick. So if I open it up, this is what it's going to look like if you get it from the Silhouette store. It's going to open up, it's going to have the red lines, it's all ready to go. All you would do is hit send. you would come over here to your print button. Your printer dialog box is going to show up. You're going to hit print, and then you're going to hit print again. That's all you'll have to do if you purchase it from the Silhouette store. If you purchased it from my Scrap Chick or on my Etsy store, you will need to download the file and then go ahead and cut it. So the first thing that you'll want to do is come over here to your preference panel and click on that little preference panel. It looks like a gear shift, and then come to import. Under import, where it says PNG, you want to make sure the auto trace is checked, because if you check it, then when it brings in those PNG files, they will come in with the trace line already. If it doesn't have the trace line, then make sure that you check this and that it is turned on. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel it. I'm going to come up to my open file and navigate to wherever you have saved the PNG file. So we're going to open up the PNG. There it is. I'm going to click on it to select and hit open. And it will bring it up into your page. You'll need to come over to your page setup window, hit media type, and change it to letter, because that is the size that your printer will use. Come to your registration marks, turn them on, and now you can fit this. Oh, let's do this. Let's turn on our print border and our cut border. And now you can bring this in so that it is inside your red lines and off of those hash marks. It already has the red cut lines, so now all you need to do is come up here to print, hit your print button, go to your dialog box, make sure that everything is set the way that you want it to. I like to print on standard vivid for my printer. I have an Epson printer, and standard vivid works really well. You may need to play around with your print settings a little bit. Once you've printed it, then you will go to send. You will type in the type of paper you want. If you are using the 30-inch, or the 30-pound glossy paper, cardstock thin is your best setting, and then you'll just go ahead and cut it out. Load your mat and cut it out. So on Silhouette, it's really, really simple. Let's switch over to Cricut. Now, I have had a couple of issues with Cricut in the last 3 or 4 days since I uploaded the newest upload. Today is March 11th. I uploaded the newest upload, I think, on Saturday, and I've been having some issues bringing in print then cut images. I'm going to walk you through it. I'll show you what the issue is. Hopefully the next update they will fix it, but it doesn't affect the print quality. So the first thing you would do is come up to upload, and then you're going to go to upload image and browse to wherever you saved those files. So they are in the St. Patrick's Day button set, and they will be under the Design Space folder. So I'm going to open up the Design Space folder. It says make sure this is a height of 9.25. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to hit open. When you get to this window, you will want to hit complex. If you want, just hit complex and then hit continue. I was going to show you some stuff, but I don't want to get too complicated. So if we hit apply and continue, then when you come to print and cut, you're going to select that and upload. Then you will select the image, click on it, and add to canvas. This is where the issue that is coming in is it's coming in and it's saying that it's not a high quality print. You will need to change the height to 9.25 so that it'll fit in your print area, and it is still saying that. I'm going to go back to upload. Here is the one that I uploaded on Saturday. It is the same exact file. When I add it to canvas, it comes in really big, which is what it's supposed to do. When I change the height to 9.25, it's the right size and there's no warning. So this is what it's supposed to do. This is what it's doing right now. I think this is just an issue with the update. And once I've already talked to Cricut, I think they'll get it fixed. But I did go ahead and print this one out, and it prints just fine. You just have this warning. So for right now, we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, once you have it printed out, this is what it's going to look like. I did this one on the silhouette, and so it has the silhouette registration marks. If you're doing it on the Cricut, it will have the Cricut registration marks, but both pages will look pretty much like this. And here they are already cut out. This is the cards that I told you, and these are so that you can place the pins on them and slip them in the little bags. You can use a Ziploc bag or a cellophane bag. And then these are the buttons. So we have 4 of the smaller buttons, 5 of the middle-sized buttons, and 4 of the larger buttons. I'm going to do one of the smaller buttons, and I'm going to do it with the machine that I have. Now, every machine is going to be different, like I said, but this is the one that I have, and I know this is kind of weird to look at it from the top view. But what you'll do is your buttons should have 3 pieces. They should have the pin back. So if I flip it over, there's the pin. It should have the cap piece. And then it comes with little, I don't know how well you can see that on the screen, but it has little plastic coverings, and these are just really thin. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our pin cap in this section right here. And I'm going to just lay it down on top. And then you can pick whichever pin you want to make, and it should fit right inside that circle. And then we're going to cover it with the little plastic piece. I'm going to slide it underneath the handle and just press. When you pull it back out, the button is missing, and that's because it's up in here in this piece right here. So now I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to take my pin back, and I want to make sure that the pin piece is facing down. So this one's a little bit twisted. Let me get it straight here for you. I have found the smaller ones are a little more difficult to work with. So then we're going to just slip it in there with the pin facing down. We're going to slide this back over to this handle piece and press. Then when you slide it over, there is your pin, the lucky pin, the pin back, and it's all ready to go on to your, or to be placed on a card or give to somebody. It is so fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to install the next size up if you're using this little press. If not, then you can go ahead and skip this part. So this one has the little top part, and it has a tab right here and a, I don't know what you'd call that, a little stick up thing. And so I'm going to put it right, this is really hard to see on the camera. So if I hold it upside down, this tab goes to the front of the machine, and this little notch fits right in there. I'm just going to snap it in there. And then we're going to take this piece that slides in, and it does have a pin to keep it from moving too far. And we are going to slide it in from the left into the right. And you'll have to hold this piece up. So you're going to have to hold this piece up and then kind of turn that out of the way. So I'm going to try this. We'll see if I can do it right here with one hand. Yep, so it just slides right in there. And then when you get it slid in, you're going to put this pin in, and that keeps it from sliding too far one direction. Okay, so now we have the where we're going to put the cap. So I'm going to put my cap on, and then I'm going to select one of my pins that I want to do, and then you'll want to put on your little plastic thing. Now these little plastic things are really thin and they will stick together. You want to make sure that you've only got one, otherwise it makes it too thick for the pin. Ask me how I know. Okay, we're going to slide that over and press. Okay, we're going to slide it back, and again, it looks like it's disappeared, and that's because it's up here in this top piece. We're going to take our back, and you want to make sure that the pin back is facing down. And we'll slide it over. Press it, bring it back, and there is the pin. To disassemble this so that you can change a neck size, you would just do the same thing that you did. You'd take this pin out, slide it all the way out, and then pull this piece out. Okay, the last one that I'm going to do is the biggest size, and I think it is probably the most popular size, and so a lot of your machines might only be able to do this size, but it's done the same way. Let me show you. On this side over here where the pin back goes is a washer, and the medium and the bigger size need this washer if you're doing a metal back. You can also get them with a plastic back and you don't need the washer, but the few that I've done with the plastic back I didn't like as well as I do with a metal back. So it's the same concept. You're going to put the cap in first. You're going to put your, make sure it's down in there tight. You're going to put your printed button piece on, and then your plastic piece. Slide it over and press. Again, it's disappeared because it's in this top piece. We're going to take our pin back and we're going to put the pin facing down. Slide it over and press. And there is, whoops, there is your little Kiss Me, I'm Irish pin. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then we will come right back. Okay, once you have these done up, you can go ahead and add them to your cards, or just put them in a bag by themselves if you don't want the card. You can add them to a bow on a gift. There's so many different things that you can do with these. The cards I wanted to show you just really quick. I've done them in 3 different sizes because there's different things that you can do. So on the big one, I could put 2 of the big buttons on there. I could put all 5 of the medium buttons on there. I could do all 4 of the smaller buttons. I could do a small, a medium, and a big. It just depends on whatever you want to do, whatever you're looking for. The small ones are a little too small for the big. It would work, but it was more for like a couple of the mediums, maybe 3 of the small ones. And then we have this taller medium piece that works great for 1 large button, or maybe 4 of the medium buttons, 4 of the smaller buttons. And then you can just slip them into a Ziploc or a self-sealing bag, and they are ready to go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you will give these buttons a try. If you have any comments, please leave one down below. Give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos, and have a great day.